Okay. All right. I just posted a video about Marilyn Monroe. All of a sudden, they don't want to post my videos, but I ain't gonna stop. Let's talk about. I ain't gonna say in the beginning. Yeah, somewhat in the beginning. Let's talk about those fallen angels and how they became fallen angels. See, it goes like this. God was busy doing godly thing. He was making the realms and balancing stuff, and he always busy. He got a lot of stuff to do. So what he did was he sent the angels to Earth. So a nice group of them. I don't know, 9, 10, something like that. And their job was to instruct the humans on how to reproduce, have kids, and get the world going. Uh-uh. The angels, they was jealous. They was angels then. They wasn't fallen angels then. They was jealous of the human. They wanted the women's and all that. And also the humans was jealous of the angels because of their powers. So, while God was still, off in other realms and stuff doing his thing, like I say, he trusted those angels to do the job, but they had other plans. They wanted to be God. They wanted the women's, you know, because God used to send them to do missions for him, and they felt like, well, we doing the work, so, he getting all the credit. We deserve this and that. Going against God. And so anyway, time went by and God came back, and he was wondering, like, where's my beautiful souls? He knows should have been some people, passed on off the earth and came up to him, and he sent them their way, give them their wings and all that good stuff. People weren't coming up there. They were still stuck here. And the twisted thing about it too, jumping in a little something. See, the angels supposed to have been teaching the men and the women how to, reproduce, make babies and all that. The angels didn't do that. Instead, the man and the woman, they had the men doing other men. Vice versa. They messed up their mind. They had them thinking like this is the way. And that was another reason like God, like, ain't no babies being made or nothing. Yeah. Yeah, they was doing that. Before that, before it was just reproducing, it used to also be a time too with God, as they, the cartoons, they had a little stork carrying the baby. That was true. A lot of stuff that people saying is fake and cartoons, it was real. Yeah, so babies used to be delivered like that too. But let me get back to them angels doing that crooked stuff. See, the angels was keeping the women's and stuff for themselves. And what they would do would get impregnated or, get the women pregnant. They would have these babies. And these babies would have powers. It'd be strong. Some of them, a lot of them, stronger than angels. Just as a baby. Yeah, just as a baby. And some of those babies, they had to go. Because they couldn't control their powers and, couldn't destroy the earth if it wasn't contained correctly. And then you got these jealous angels, fallen angels. They, seeing baby got powers and more stronger than them. Of course, they teamed up and, take out the baby. And the baby, and because, they always say they was giants and stuff. Yeah, they had giants and stuff too, but a majority of them had like superpowers, telekinesis, just do stuff. Babies can change into grown folks, whatever age they want to. So that was another thing too. But yeah, so once God, of course, found out what was going on, people weren't having kids and all that, he had to send some individuals to rearrange things, get things in check, put it like that. And, you know, of course, those other angels and stuff that came, they fought with those fallen angels, and they was casted into hell. Then a lot of them, well, just about all of them, they found ways to get out of hell, portals and stuff, and they come back on the earth. Then they walk among us as regular folks. You think, oh, this is a regular guy, that's my buddy. Your guy got powers. A lot of these little children you see with these people are angels who were scared of the fallen angels because they were stronger. They was cowards, so they said, hey, I'm just gonna take the form of a baby, and that's it. Ain't nobody gonna know nothing. I had people take care of me. That's why you see a lot of kids being spoiled, getting all the new clothes and all that. It's because they're controlling those individuals, those parents. So you thinking the parent in control, the parent ain't in control at all. It's the child. As crazy as it sounds, but those who know, know. And like I say, but this stuff with the angels, fallen angels, and the correct angels, the ones who really, you know, do what God says, what to do. It's an ongoing battle. It ain't over yet. And it's a lot of stuff going on in people's faces. They just don't know it. They ain't woke up to it yet. But with this note right now, I'm gonna end it. Because I got something to do. But I'll be back. And I'll carry on from there. Peace. And oh yeah, excuse me, before I leave off, it was more than 10 angels, of course. They was spread across the world. But I'm just talking about the certain group that started it all. Started off with one, then you know how they say one bad apple spoils the whole bunch. And that's how it started, and they spread it over, and the ones who was, you know, spreading them, you know, the malice and all that, they were stronger, they was getting stronger. So they was overpowering the other angels. So of course, like I said, they got scared, and I told you some of the angels took the form of children, and they just wanted to stay like that. And now I'm not saying all when people like to, you know, spoil their children that they mind control. No, not all of them, but majority of them, you'll be surprised. You'll never know unless you know. All right, I'm out.